Rain is the purest natural source of water. When it rains, some of the rainwater goes into the soil. This water is called underground water. We dig wells and set up tube wells to get in. We also use hand pumps to draw underground water. Getting underground water. Well, a well is a deep hole dug in the ground where underground water is easily available. Water is taken out from the well with the help of a pulley. A pulley is a wheel with a glued outer rim. A bucket is tied at the end of the rope. Is released, the bucket goes down into the well. When the bucket gets filled with the water, it is taken out from the well by pulling the rope. Most of the villages in our country have wells to draw underground water. Nowadays, people use electric pumps to get out water from tube wells. Bowli, step well. In the past, rulers made water tanks. A tank that has steps on all its sides so that people can reach the water is called a step well or a bowli. At present, most of the bowlis have dried up, but they remind us of our rich past. In the past, a bowli was not only a source of water, but it was also a place where community activities and religious ceremonies were held. Hand pump. Deep bores or holes are dug into the earth to get underground water. Water is drawn out by using a hand pump. We have to move the handle of the hand pump up and down continuously to draw out water. Supply of drinking water in a city. The source of water supply in a city is usually a nearby lake or a river. River and lake water is not fit for drinking. So before supplying this water to homes, it must be purified. Purification is carried out in water treatment plants. After purification, water is collected in big tanks. These tanks are connected to our taps through big pipes. When we open our taps, we get this purified water. Water for travelers. In our country, offering water to the thirsty has always been considered a sacred duty. In the past, wells with water stands were made on highways by kings to provide water to thirsty travelers. These were called piaus. Today also, we see piaus at roadside temples and markets. At some piaus, earthen pots filled with water are kept. People take water from these pots. At piaus, water is served free of cost to people. Piaus are free water stands in public areas. Water for plants. In our country, the main source of water for crops is monsoon rainfall. Our farmers depend on rains, but some areas receive less or no rainfall at all. Farmers in these areas need to supply water to the fields to grow crops. The supply of water to the fields is known as irrigation. It reduces the dependency on rains. In India, wells and tube wells are the major sources of irrigation. Irrigation through canals or tanks is also used in some areas. Wells are dug about 5 to 10 meters deep to reach underground water. A widely used method for uplifting underground water is the Persian wheel or rahan. It is a partially submerged vertical well with buckets attached to the rim. When animals such as bullocks turn the wheel, the buckets attached to the rim also turn. The buckets at the bottom are filled with water, and when they rotate, they empty the water into the channels that irrigate the land. Nowadays, electric pumps are used to draw water from the well. Tube well. Sometimes underground water is at a depth of about 15 meters or more. It is difficult to dig wells to reach it. A deep bore is made with a drilling instrument. Water is drawn out with the help of an electric pump. This is called tube well. Tank. Tanks are constructed to collect rainwater. This rainwater is then used for irrigating the fields. Canals. Canals are an important source of irrigation in India. Water from the main river is diverted into small human-made channels that irrigate the land. Methods of irrigation. Furrow irrigation. In furrow irrigation, the fields are made into number of ridges and furrows. Crops are raised in the ridges and irrigation is carried out in the furrows. Flood irrigation. During flood irrigation, water from a canal is allowed to flow in the fields from a higher level. This water slowly spreads over the fields depending upon the slope of the land. This method is usually in places where a lot of water is available. Sprinkler irrigation. In sprinkler irrigation, water is sprayed on standing crops in the form of artificial rain. Water is distributed through pipes having rotating nozzles on top, called sprinklers. Pumps are fitted with the system for lifting water. Through the rotating nozzles, water is sprayed on the crop. This method is often used where flood irrigation or furrow irrigation is not possible. It is one of the modern methods of irrigation. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do like, share this video and subscribe the channel for more new and interesting videos. Bye.